Are your daily snacks secretly draining your leg's strength and balance? What if the healthy nuts you're eating are actually fueling joint pain and muscle loss without you even knowing it? And did you know that just one small change to your nut intake could help restore energy, circulation, and stability in under a week? Over 95% of seniors are eating the wrong kinds of nuts, and it's quietly breaking down their legs, inflaming their joints, and stealing their strength day by day. You might think you're snacking smart. After all, nuts are supposed to be healthy, right? But some of these so-called heart-healthy options are actually triggering rapid weakness, poor balance, and chronic fatigue. And the worst part, the most harmful nuts are the ones you see on every store shelf. If your legs are feeling heavier lately, if your steps are slowing down, if you're noticing more wobbles, lightheadedness, or discomfort just from standing, this could be why. Today, on Senior Health Boost, we're breaking down the 4 nuts seniors should never eat, ranked from bad to worst, and the 4 powerhouse nuts you must start eating now to rebuild leg strength, improve circulation, and boost energy after 60. Each one is backed by new science, clinical studies, and real-world results. And make sure you stick around till the end, because the final nut on our list has been linked to sudden leg weakness and falls in older adults, sometimes within days. Before we dive in, leave us a comment below. Where are you watching from today? We love connecting with seniors from around the world who are taking control of their health. Alright, let's get started with the first must-eat nut that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful, especially if you're noticing signs of poor circulation or cold limbs. Must-eat nut number 4, pistachios. The circulation superlative. You're over 65 and your legs feel heavier, your feet are cold, your hands tingle, or you notice more numbness or tightness than usual. Chances are, your circulation is in trouble. And here's the tough truth. Once circulation slows, it doesn't fix itself. That's where pistachios come in, a small nut with huge benefits, especially for older adults. Unlike most foods, pistachios do one thing incredibly well. They get your blood moving, and it's not just about heart health. Better circulation affects your legs, feet, brain, and even your energy levels. Poor blood flow means cold extremities, slower healing, dizziness, leg fatigue, cloudy thinking, all things that feel like just aging, but are actually signs that your cells aren't getting the oxygen they need. Pistachios help open up blood vessels, support smooth, stable circulation, and deliver oxygen-rich blood directly to your muscles, especially in your legs, lower back, and brain. That means less swelling, less heaviness, less dizziness, and brain fog. More energy, more balance, more control in every step, but that's not all. Pistachios also help regulate blood sugar, which is critical if you crash mid-morning, feel drained after meals, or struggle with focus and alertness throughout the day. Adding pistachios to your routine helps stabilize energy, reduce post-meal fatigue, and keep you feeling clear and steady, not sluggish and wobbly. Important, not all pistachios are equal. Skip the salty, flavored, or sugar-coated ones in the shiny green bags. Those versions are loaded with oils, salt, and additives that undo everything pistachios are supposed to help with. Instead, choose dry roasted or raw pistachios. No salt, no sugar, no oil, as natural and clean as possible. Start with a small handful between meals, and you may notice a difference in just a few days. Better color in your skin, more warmth in your feet and hands, less tightness in the calves, a lighter feeling in your legs when you move. You don't need a dozen pills or a complicated routine to feel stronger. Sometimes, you just need the right fuel, and pistachios are that fuel. If you're serious about improving how you move and how you feel, this is a smart, simple, and tasty place to begin. Must-eat nut number 3, almonds. Muscle fuel for aging. Badis, if you're over 65 and you've noticed weaker grip strength, feeling unsteady on your feet, fatigue after simple activities, like walking or standing, then your muscles are starving, and it's time to feed them. That's where almonds come in. These aren't just snack nuts, they're real muscle fuel, designed by nature to help your body rebuild and repair what aging tries to tear down. If you've been feeling smaller, softer, or slower in your legs, arms, or core, almonds go to work exactly where it matters most. Here's why. Every day, after 60, your body naturally starts to lose muscle, especially if you're not getting the nutrients you need to stop it. Almonds are rich in plant-based protein, magnesium critical for muscle contraction and energy, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects muscle cells from breakdown, healthy fats, which keep hormones balanced and joints lubricated. But almonds don't just help you maintain muscle, they help you recover and recharge. They provide sustained energy without the crash, making them an ideal snack before or after a walk, after chores, or mid-morning, when energy tends to dip. And if your joints are aching, the anti-inflammatory compounds in almonds can help reduce swelling and stiffness, especially in knees, wrists, and fingers. To get the full benefit, choose raw or dry roasted almonds. Avoid heavily salted or coated varieties. Eat a small handful daily. ideally paired with a piece of fruit or a few veggies for better absorption, will likely start to feel stronger during movement, more steady on your feet, less shakiness in the hands, better muscle tone and control over time. Almonds are one of the simplest daily strategies for combating sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that can lead to falls, weakness, and long-term mobility issues. So far we've seen how almonds do far more than just fill your snack drawer. They're muscle fuel, nerve food, and a steady source of power for seniors looking to move with confidence again. But if almonds are the spark, our next nut acts like the ignition. Let's keep going. Must-eat nut number 2, peanuts. The underdog with serious strength peanuts get a bad reputation. Some say they're too fatty. Others claim they're not even real nuts. But here's the truth. For seniors over 65, a handful of the right kind of peanuts might be one of the smartest things you can eat. And yes, we're talking about actual peanuts, not peanut butter out of a sugary jar. Not the honey snack packs loaded with additives. We mean dry roasted or raw peanuts, unsalted, unflavored, just real food, as nature intended. Because when it comes to muscle strength, nerve support, and post-60 recovery, peanuts bring more to the table than you think. Why do peanuts matter? After 65, your body goes through changes that no one warns you about. Your muscles shrink faster than you can rebuild them. Your grip weakens, your steps get shorter, and you feel more tired after doing less balance. Becomes shaky, and simple movements feel like effort. Most people call it just aging. But there's a deeper truth. Your body isn't just aging, it's running out of the raw materials it needs to rebuild. Peanuts supply exactly what your muscles and nervous system are missing: protein your body can absorb and use, healthy fats your brain craves for clarity and balance, magnesium, which relaxes tight muscles and supports a steady heartbeat, and a unique mix of B vitamins and minerals that help your nerves fire more accurately, keeping your movements coordinated and controlled. Feeling depleted? Peanuts fill the tank. Ever feel like your energy crashes by mid-morning? Your legs feel off balance, or like they're not cooperating? Your muscles feel weak or twitchy at night? These are often signs of nutrient depletion, not just age. Peanuts are like a natural reset button. They don't just feed your body, they help stabilize your blood sugar, so you experience fewer energy dips, fewer dizzy spells, more consistency in how you feel throughout the day. They also work in the background, supporting the recovery process that slows down dramatically after 60. What used to take a night now takes a week. A sore back, a long walk, even gardening. These things now require more from your system. And peanuts help shorten that recovery time by replenishing what aging depletes. But not all peanuts are created equal. Here's where most seniors go wrong. Salted? Toss it. Too much sodium causes swelling and raises blood pressure. Honey roasted? No. Loaded with sugar that spikes inflammation. Flavored peanuts in snack packs? Not helping you. What you want is simple and clean, dry roasted or raw peanuts. No salt. No sugar, no coating, a handful, about 1 ounce, eaten between meals or with fruit or veggies. That's it. No confusion, no guilt, no guessing. The benefits. They add up fast. Less shakiness when standing or reaching, more stability in your steps, fewer leg cramps or twitches at night, steadier energy, and better mental focus. Peanuts support movement, recovery, and muscle integrity, all the things that matter most after 60. So if you're trying to feel stronger, move smoother, and stay active without fatigue, start small, start smart. Start with a clean peanut at the right time and let your body finally feel what it's been missing. Must-eat nut number 1, Brazil nuts, the silent super nut that changes everything. If there's one nut almost nobody talks about, but everyone over 65 should be eating, it's the Brazil nut. It may not be as popular as almonds or peanuts, but it's easily one of the most powerful foods you can add to your daily routine, especially if you're dealing with low energy, slow recovery, wobbly balance, tingling in your hands or feet, brain fog, or chronic fatigue. Brazil nuts, because they are packed with critical minerals, the kind your muscles, nerves, and immune system are often starved for after 60. And the biggest one? Selenium. Selenium is a trace mineral, meaning your body doesn't need tons of it, but the tiny amount it does need is essential for things like repairing damaged tissues, protecting muscles from breakdown, speeding up nerve signals, regulating thyroid hormones, keeping your immune system alert and responsive. Just one single Brazil nut can provide your daily recommended amount of selenium, and for seniors, that means faster response in your legs and hands, more stable energy in the afternoon, fewer crashes and less soreness, quicker bounce back after workouts, walking, or yard work. But it doesn't stop there. Brazil nuts also contain magnesium for muscle recovery and cramp prevention, zinc for immune support, vitamin E for joint and skin health, protein and healthy fats to fuel and stabilize your body. This one nut has more impact per bite than almost any supplement you can buy. How to eat them the right way. Stick to just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day. Avoid eating too many. Selenium is powerful, but needs balance. Eat them with a small meal, like breakfast or lunch, to support absorption. Store in a cool, dark place to preserve freshness. They are rich, creamy, and satisfying. And if the flavor is strong, try chopping them into oatmeal, adding them to a trail mix, or blending into a smoothie, and don't be fooled by their size. A single Brazil nut may do more for your muscles and brain than most of the food in your pantry. What can you expect? Seniors who start eating Brazil nuts regularly often notice more energy in the morning, less soreness after daily activities, sharper focus during the day, stronger immune function, and faster healing. Not magic, it's micronutrient medicine, built into a natural, affordable nut that fits into your palm. Now that you know the 4 must-eat nuts that can help you rebuild muscle, stabilize, balance, and recharge your legs, it's time to look at the other side of the story, because while some nuts are healing your body, others are quietly tearing it down. And the worst part, most seniors are eating them every week without a clue. Let's start with the most misleading one of all. Dangerous nut number 4, cashews. The sneaky snack that's slowing you down. Cashews might look innocent. They're creamy, buttery, and show up in everything from trail mix to energy bars. They're even labeled as heart healthy on many packages. But if you're over 65 and you're still eating roasted, salted cashews, here's the truth. They're not helping you. They're quietly making your legs weaker, your joints stiffer, and your heart work harder. So, what's the problem? It starts with the processing. Most cashews you find in stores are roasted in cheap, inflammatory oils, the kind that trigger silent inflammation in your blood vessels, muscles, and joints. Then they're coated in salt, which might give them flavor, but also gives your body something else. Sodium overload. That snack you think is giving you energy. It could be raising your blood pressure, straining your kidneys, making your joints ache and swell, slowing your circulation so your muscles get less oxygen, causing afternoon brain fog and fatigue. Here's something few people talk about. The industrial seed oils used in roasted cashews like soybean or sunflower oil are some of the worst fats you can consume as a senior. They increase stiffness, cloud your memory, and disrupt your metabolism. Your arteries narrow, your energy crashes, and your legs, they feel heavier with every step. What does that feel like? You walk the same distance but feel more exhausted. You climb stairs and your knees tighten up. You feel drained by noon, even when you slept fine the night before. You might think, it's just aging. But that daily handful of cashews, if roasted and salted, is feeding the very problems you're trying to avoid. And it gets worse. This damage happens quietly. The oils inflame your gut. The salt stresses your kidneys. The inflammation slows your nerves. Suddenly, you're not sleeping well. Your ankles swell. Your steps feel wobbly. You don't even know where it's coming from, but it's coming from inside the snack cabinet. What to do instead? If you enjoy cashews, don't panic. You don't have to cut them out completely. But here's how to make them work for you, not against you. Only buy raw, unsalted cashews, no oil, no flavoring, no additives. Keep portions small, no more than a small handful. Avoid shiny snack packs and party mixes. They're loaded with coatings and chemicals. Pair with a few veggies or fruit for balance and better digestion. Remember, roasted salted cashews are not the enemy in their raw form. It's the processing that's causing the problem, and if cashews cause slow creeping damage, the next nut hits even harder. If cashews chip away at your health quietly, the next nut hits like a hammer. And the worst part, most seniors are eating it every single week, without realizing the risk. Let's talk about it. Dangerous nut number 3. Pecans. The heavy, sneaky saboteur pecans sound innocent, don't they? Sweet, southern, familiar, maybe even nostalgic. But once you're over 65, especially if you're reaching for candied, flavored, or glazed pecans, the truth is this: they're not a treat, they're a trap. Pecans are naturally high in fat, and under the right conditions, that's okay. But as we age, our digestion slows, our metabolism drops, and our tolerance for heavy, slow-burning fats drops with it. Now add sugar, artificial flavoring, or cheap seed oils to the mix, and suddenly, you're not eating a healthy nut. You're eating a gut bomb wrapped in a sweet disguise. What happens next? That handful of pecans doesn't give you strength, it gives you bloating, sluggish digestion, and joint stiffness. Your legs ache after sitting too long, your stomach tightens after meals, your energy disappears by mid-afternoon, and you don't know why. And even if you're eating raw pecans, large amounts can still weigh you down. You feel full, but not fueled. You move slower, but you're not sure what changed. That creeping stiffness in your knees, that puffiness around your ankles, that heaviness you can't shake, could be the pecans. Why? Pecans go bad fast. Here's what most people don't realize. Pecans go rancid quickly. Their high fat content makes them prone to spoilage, especially when stored improperly. And when that happens, those healthy fats turn into oxidized oils that increase inflammation and stress your digestive system. And don't even get us started on holiday snack mixes. Those candy-coated pecans, they're basically dessert in disguise, full of sugar, artificial coatings, and zero nutrition. The fix: if you love pecans, keep it simple, rare, and raw. Skip all glazed, roasted, or flavored versions. Eat only small portions. A sprinkle, not a scoop. Use as a garnish, not a snack. because at this stage in life, every bite counts. And unfortunately, pecans just aren't pulling their weight when it comes to strength, balance, or recovery. Now if you thought pecans were heavy, the next nut brings a whole new kind of burden. Dangerous nut number 2, macadamia nuts. The luxury that weighs you down. Macadamia nuts. They taste smooth, creamy, and luxurious. And yes, they're often sold as a premium health food. But for people over 65, that richness comes at a cost. Here's the problem. Macadamias are extremely high in dense fats, mostly from saturated fat, and while that might sound like a good energy source, your aging body may no longer be equipped to handle it efficiently. After 60, your digestion slows, your liver works harder, your metabolism burns fewer calories, even at rest. And macadamia nuts clog digestion, slow down circulation, trigger inflammation, make recovery after exercise much harder. You feel it even if you don't notice it right away. You stand up from a chair and your legs feel heavy. You walk upstairs and your knees complain. You eat a handful of macadamias and wonder why you feel so bloated or sluggish. That's because your body is working overtime to process fat it can't use quickly. And what it can't burn, it stores. The hidden trap. Macadamias don't make you feel bad right away, which is why they're dangerous. They're too easy to overeat. Just a few handfuls add up to hundreds of calories, almost all from fat. And if you're struggling with belly fat, moving less but gaining more weight, feeling tired despite rest, these rich nuts could be a silent contributor. Here's what happens internally. The fat gets stored, especially around your waist and hips. Your joints feel more compressed, inflammation increases your energy tanks. Especially in the afternoon, you become more unstable on your feet. Sound familiar? The solution. If you love macadamia nuts, it's time to cut back or cut them out entirely. Focus on leaner, cleaner nuts like pistachios or almonds, which support circulation and muscle health. Save macadamias for rare occasions, not daily snacks, and always be mindful of how many you're eating. A little goes a long way because while they may be small, the impact they have on your weight, movement, and energy builds up fast. And if you think mac are bad, the final nut on our list. It's the most misleading of all. Dangerous nut number 1. Walnuts. The silent saboteur. Disguised as brain food, you've heard it for years. Walnuts are good for your brain. They protect your heart. Eat a handful a day. But here's what they never told you, especially if you're over 65. That same handful might be the very thing stealing your energy, clouding your mind, and slowing your body down. And by the time you feel the effects, the damage has already started. Let's break it down. What's going wrong with walnuts? Walnuts are loaded with oils, and not all fats are created equal, especially when your body starts aging. After 60, your metabolism slows down. Your detox systems, liver, kidneys, and gut become less efficient. Your inflammation response becomes more sensitive. Your cells become more vulnerable to stress and oxidative damage, and that healthy fat in walnuts, it begins to pile up, ferment, and backfire. What you think you're getting? Brain protection, heart support, omega-3 south. What you're actually getting? Joint stiffness, sluggish digestion, midday energy, crashes, bloating, and brain fog. And all the while, you think you're doing something smart? That's the real trap. Here's what no one tells you about walnuts. Walnuts spoil fast, even if they look okay. Even if the packaging says fresh, the oils inside walnuts are incredibly unstable. They turn rancid quickly, especially when exposed to air, light, or heat. And once that happens, you're no longer eating a heart-healthy food. You're ingesting oxidized oils that poison your system from the inside out. That bitter tastes you sometimes get from a walnut. It's not natural, it's decay. What happens in your body? Inflammation starts silently, not with sharp pain, but with creeping tightness. Your knees get stiffer, your ankles swell slightly. Your digestion slows, and your stomach feels heavy after meals. Your energy dips. Even when you sleep well, your brain feels foggy, and your motivation fades. You blame getting older. But the truth is that damage is coming from the snack in your cupboard that's marketed as good for you. It's not the bigger problem. Imbalance. Walnuts are high in omega-6 fatty acids. And if you're not intentionally balancing those with enough omega-3 south from fish, flax, or algae, you create internal inflammation that spreads through your entire body. The result. Your heart works harder, your arteries become inflamed, your muscles stop recovering as fast, your circulation weakens, your legs lose strength, not because you're aging, but because you're inflamed, overloaded, and under attack. From within, you're waking up with joint pain. Your belly feels bloated after meals. If your head feels heavy, you're thinking dull, and your feet slow to respond. It could be the walnuts. The worst part, they're everywhere. Trail mixes, pre-packed, heart-healthy snacks, fancy salads, granola bars, energy bites, you're told. They're smart fuel, but if you're already facing high blood pressure, digestive shifts, or chronic stiffness, walnuts are the last thing you need, because the damage they cause doesn't hit all at once. It builds day by day, quietly, until one day you realize you've lost strength, you've lost energy, or balance is slipping in. Your body is aging faster than it should, all while you were trying to do the right thing by eating healthy. It ends here, if you want. Less pain, better movement, sharper, thinking stronger, legs real, lasting energy. Then stop eating walnuts. Don't finish the bag. Don't buy another container. Don't fall for the packaging. Just cut them out. What to do instead? Replace walnuts with nuts that calm inflammation, improve circulation, and fuel muscle recovery, like pistachios for blood flow, almonds for muscle, and bone support, Brazil nuts for deep tissue repair, or peanuts for steady energy. These are the foods that help you move better, think clearer, and feel stronger after 65. Because yes, they exist. And now you know exactly which ones to choose. Asterisk. So let's review what we've uncovered in this eye-opening guide from Senior Health Boost. The 4 best nuts for seniors: pistachios, almonds, peanuts, and Brazil nuts that rebuild strength, restore balance, and support healthy aging. And the 4 worst nuts: cashews, pecans, macadamia nuts, and walnuts that quietly trigger inflammation, weight gain, brain fog, and leg weakness. This isn't about guessing anymore. It's about taking control. Because after 65, the wrong foods don't just slow you down, they steal from you. Your colon, energy, mobility, independence, joy, confidence. But today, that changes. Now you know what to eat and what to avoid, so your body finally gets the support it's been begging for. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what's one nut you've been eating regularly? Did it surprise you to learn it was helping or hurting? We read every single comment, and your story might inspire someone else to make a life-changing shift. And if this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here at Senior Health Boost, we've got more real solutions, science-backed advice, and senior-friendly tips coming every single week. Your health isn't on pause, and neither are we. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, and keep living the life you deserve. Thanks for watching. The Senior Health Boost team.